Hey Divine Rebel fans, Zoe Flowers here, back with another pick a card reading. So this one was really inspired by a new subby. So hey subby, you know who you are, who said, hey Zoe, why don't you tell us how to do some cord cutting? Right? And so instead of just doing a video on cord cutting, what I decided to do was do a pick a card reading so that you will know what you need to do. What kind of cord cutting do you need to do? What kind of ritual do you need to do? So typically we cut cords either, to break ties, so to speak, energetic ties. It can be with a person, it can be with a place, it can be with a thing, right? You're really just cutting the energy. You're breaking off the energy that you no longer want to have in your life because it's just not suiting you, okay? So you have 3 piles to pick from as always. So you have pile number 1, which is signified by the 3 die. You have pile number 2, which was signified by the 6. And you have pile number 3, which is signified by the 1. All right, so pause the video, take a breath, and I'll see you back in a second. Bye. All right, so if you chose pile number 1, which was the number 3, this reading is for you. Okay, so we've got fluorite here. Okay, so fluorite is a crystal that is good to end cluttered thinking, confusion, and clarity. Okay, pile number 1. So this tells me that whatever is plaguing you, whatever situation you actually clicked on this video about, this relationship was quite abusive, okay? Doesn't have to be physically, but mentally abusive, like somebody that really messed with your mind. Also could be financial abuse, but definitely emotional abuse. Like somebody that got all up in your head and, told you Tuesday was Wednesday, Wednesday was Thursday, right? So typical gaslighting situation here, pile number 1. And so by the time you came out of this relationship, you're like, you knew so many things. You thought you knew so many things. You felt good about yourself. And now it's like your mind is almost a tape recorder of what this person said to you. So it is super important for you to take this fluorite and almost use it like a wand to cover your whole body, to cut yourself off from this verbally abusive person. This could even be a verbally abusive employee or a verbally not verbally abusive coworker, but a gaslighting coworker for sure. Like somebody that definitely cut you down, speaks over you, bullies you, and really just gets off on taking you off your square, getting you off point, right? So the first thing you want to do is get you some fluorite if you don't have it already. Yeah, and then we have the dolphin here, and the dolphin was actually in reverse. So again, when we think about the dolphin is deeply spiritual, deeply helpful, very intuitive, okay? This was in reverse. So again, this is definitely somebody who knows what they're doing, right? They did this on purpose. This isn't somebody that like mind effed you on purpose, right? Like this is something they did on purpose because they either were jealous of your light, or they're jealous of your attractiveness, or they're jealous of how other people interact with you, right? And so they tried to cause as much disruption as possible for you. Soul craft. So yeah, this is an opportunity for you to get deeper into your soul. So this is definitely a karmic situation. And if this is a love relationship, and sometimes even if it's not a love relationship, like you definitely feel like this person is watching you, and like maybe you even dream about them, and you just constantly think about what they say over and over and over again, right? And so this is really came along to help you be stronger and to craft a new personality. This definitely is a karmic relationship. You definitely have been going through this many, many times, and this is the lifetime to cut that cord. This can even be a mother figure with substance abuse issues, again, that it just picks you apart every little time you turn your head, okay? So if this is a living situation, you're definitely being encouraged to move out of that situation, to delve deeper into your spirituality, because that is going to be a source of strength for you. This person could even cut you down spiritually. Yeah. So then we have foundation. So again, just really thinking about like the mother aspect, the family aspect, and then also the job aspect, because foundation, when we think about our foundation, our ability to make money is so tied to the work environment we're in, right? And so definitely also, I got it now. So another thing that will help you is to do some root chakra work, because the root chakra is about the foundation and your ability to feel like you belong on the planet. And you see, we have homeland here and we have, the earth here, right? So definitely root chakra work is going to help you to cut cords with that person. So again, taking that, and this is just a first step, taking that fluorite and just again waving it over your body, waving it over your aura, and just seeing that person, that place, that thing. Although I really feel like this is a person, also somebody who takes pleasure in like turning people against you. That is going to help you. Now, the other thing here is, yeah, wow. Okay, so what I did was I also wanted to give you all deities and Orisha that can help you with this, right? So calling on Hecate, the queen of the witches, okay? Calling the goddess Hecate. She's also the goddess of the crossroads. And oh my God, yes, oh my God. Wow. So because in my personal deck, Hecate is like I said, she is the goddess of the crossroads. And then we have Pluto here, which is also associated with number 3. And Pluto, of course, rules Scorpio, which is all about death and regeneration. So again, at the crossroads. And then we have Eshu, which is an African, or Risha, who is also the guardian of the crossroads. Holy moly. So you could definitely be dealing with a Scorpio person, or you could be a Scorpio sun, moon, rising yourself. But I almost feel like you have somebody who has Scorpio in their chart really heavy, because Scorpio people can be very powerful, very connected to the dark arts, very spiteful, right? Once they set their sight on you. So maybe they feel like you cross them in some way, because they can be very vengeful. They can be very loyal, but they can also be very vengeful when crossed. And so, wow. But this is your opportunity to delve into your own magic. As I said, delve into your own spirituality, because this is definitely, like I said, it's karmic and it is 100% of a spiritual nature. Like, this is spiritual attacks. And so we fight fire with fire, right? So working with the goddess Hecate, maybe working with the moon, right? When the moon is in Pluto, getting more into astrology, getting more into astrology. And then for people who know what a shoe is, I'm not going into detail because y'all already know, right? So them that know, don't tell, and them that tell, don't know. So that is it for you, pile number 1. Good luck. Drop down in the comments. Let me know if this resonates. All right, pile number 2. Let's see what we have for you. Okay. So first card out of the deck is Sodalite. So Sodalite is here to help you. It's interesting. It's kind of like pile number 1, but different in that I don't feel like this is so much word magic and abuse as with pile number 1. This is more like an ancestral. I'm funny about using the word curse because I don't think about curses in the same way that lots of folks do, but I will use that because that is kind of the common language. I would say that this is a family, like I'm feeling a lot of poverty, sadness, lack, limitation, and it's like even if there is money in the bank, there is a lack mentality, okay? Which results in you eating a lot of sugar, you procrastinating. And so this is more what you need to do. The spiritual protection that you need is to separate you from the bad habits, if you will, of your family. I also feel, I do feel a substance abuse issue here. Masking the pain. I'm hearing like we wear the mask. Lots of denials in the family. It could be a history, though, of like molestation in the family. It is definitely a family of secrets, secrets around paternity, um, secrets around land. This is definitely, yeah, this is definitely a family of secrets. And so, what you really need to focus on, pile number two, is separating yourself, cutting the cords again to the habits and the ways that your family operates. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we have the frog here. So, and the frog was in reverse. So in this particular deck, this frog is about adaptability and being able to like live on land, live in the water. Generally, it is an upbeat card. But again, because it is in reverse, definitely feeling like, again, the ways of your family have you moving slowly, could even be impacting your fertility, whether you're male identified or female identified. Because when you think about frogs, they're very fertile. You know, folks might not always think about frogs in that way, but they are indeed quite fertile, you know. And so I definitely feel like, you know, the things that go on with your family are definitely impacting you. And you might even be like, I don't want to be like my family. I don't want to reproduce because of the things that you saw growing up. This card is also a card of release, healing, cleansing. So doing water ritual is going to be very good for you. Going to the beach, I don't know where you live, if the beaches are open yet, but doing water ritual, even taking a shower and just releasing the energy of your family, cutting the cords to your family tree is going to be critical. I'm not saying don't go around them, but energetically, you want to continuously for like almost like 6 months, I would say, you want to be in a perpetual act of cleansing. Yeah. So we have here, you are the universe. So understanding that you are here to not be anyone's footstool, right? Like you're here to do your own thing. You are the universe. You have everything that you need within you, but your mind is very cluttered right now. And you're feeling like very stuck. Like, which way do I go? Right. And you know what? This current crisis isn't helping because maybe you had to shelter in place with family members that you normally don't really mess with. So, yeah. So you need to know you are the universe. You have absolutely everything you need. And this could also be a family where like martyrdom is celebrated and where it's like, they just pile on you and pile on you and pile on you, and their expectations are like ridiculous. I'm also feeling like a very strong Cancer energy, like that you're dealing with somebody that has strong Cancer energy, Cancer sun, moon, rising. And so again, just understand that you are the universe. You want to work with your angels. We have angels here at the top of this card. Archangel Michael for protection could be really, really amazing for you. Also Archangel Jophiel, okay? This could also be yeah, I'm feeling like sacral energy here. Issues where we had the root before. I'm feeling definitely sacral because, again, like not wanting to reproduce, maybe having issues with fibroids or endometriosis, things like that, like chronic, not STDs, but like pelvic inflammatory disease, like just chronic issues with reproduction, okay, because of this family lineage that needs to be cut, right? Excuse the noise, okay? We have like a nightly ice cream truck. All right, yeah, see? So we have spell here. Yeah, so I said not, I don't like to use the word curse, but I definitely feel like this goes way back in your family. Um, yeah, I definitely do. I mean, I definitely feel like this, yeah, this goes way back in your family. So, and it's impacting your ability to manifest. And it's interesting because I said the sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra is where we create obviously children, but it is also where we create art, right? So again, this is really impacting several areas of your life. It could even be impacting your money. I don't feel like it that much. I feel like it's more blocking your ability to be creative, okay? So we use the medicine that's been used against us in the reverse. So you might want to do some spell casting. You might want to write out some spells. Yeah, yeah, you might want to write out some spells and work with the waning moon, okay, to cut the cords to your family. And isn't it funny how we have this red, it could be considered a cord. It's more like a ribbon, but it definitely could be considered a cord, right? Yeah. Pile number 2, you're dealing with some family stuff. Okay, so let's see what deities you can call in. Okay, wow. Okay, so we have Athena. Athena is associated with the number 6, and she is the goddess of wisdom, right? So again, calling on Athena can help you. Like, what kind of spell should you write? What could be the right way to go? And then we have Lakshmi, who is the goddess of wealth, right? And so, as I said, right, this is impacting your ability to manifest the things that you want in your life. Wealth, abundance, again, procreation, right? So working with Lakshmi could really be helpful as well. So that is it. That is all I have for you, pile number 2. And I'll see you next time. Pile number 3. So you picked the number 1 die. I feel like this is going to be a very interesting reading. All right. So right off the bat, pile number 1, I actually do feel like hardcore magic is being thrown your way. Okay. Either from so there's a couple things. One, you could be, I'm getting the sense that you're a highly spiritual person, highly magical person, and you could have actually fallen in with a coven, and maybe you didn't know what you were doing, and you opened the door to some pretty interesting people and energies. And then the other group of folks feeling like this was a partner, somebody that you were with, and either they are very into magical workings themselves, or somebody they left them for you or something like that. But definitely hardcore magic is at play here. Okay, so all right, so the first card out of the deck for you is Amazonite. So Amazonite is here to help you go with the flow, to help you deal with the things that are thrown your way to keep your balance, okay? Because you might be experiencing disruptions in your finances, disruption in your home, even disruptions in your family, like that things are just weird, things are just off, right? And that's how you kind of know that people are like sending I can't even talk. Oh my God. People are sending negative darts your way. Okay. Things are just like way too weird. So working with Amazonite again will help you to go with the flow and to have a clear head. There's lots of mental confusion with all of the piles, but pile number 3, I feel like you're really dealing with mental confusion here. Okay. Yeah. And so we have the lizard here. So very glad that the lizard is in the upright. One thing we know about the lizard, right, is that it is a reptile. It is reptilian energy. It is primal. So again, dealing with a person that is very primal, that is very impulsive, could actually be a fire sign. Yeah. Interesting, because this particular deck, hang on one second. Let me see if this lizard is in the fire element. Yup, it sure is. Yup. So I'm going to read from the book because I don't pull this often. But yeah, fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And so this is a card, instinctual, sensitive to the subtle dreamer. Absolutely. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. Yeah. So I definitely feel like this is a person who, an impulsive fire sign person, maybe you're a fire sign. As I said, you got in with a group of people and just weird shit started to go down, right? And so again, just slowing down, pulling back, not being so impulsive. You have a greater purpose than you know. And so you really need to slow down, all right? First of all, before we even get into cutting cords, you need to relax. Pile number 3. Okay, there is only one light. So again, this is in the reverse, and so again, I'm just definitely getting like dark arts vibes. I'm definitely getting like The Craft, like the sister in The Craft that was like really, really like rowdy. The need for you to cut current ties with your current friend group or whoever you are mixing and mingling with, at least for the time being, because you need to get centered. You need to understand where your power comes from, and you need to understand that you know, you're here again, like I said, for a purpose. You're here to lift the vibration. And you know what, pile number 3, you might have been engaged in some stuff yourself. You might have been out there like, and no judgment here, no judgment at all. You might have been doing some like come to me magic or something like that yourself. And you might be just experiencing a little bit of backlash. So if that is you, just pull back, take a breath. All right, what else we got here? Yup, see? Yup. What we got here? Herbal Kitchen Alchemist. Yeah. So there's heavy magic going on here, pile number 3. And so it's time to look at a new way of doing things, and even, you know what, watching what you say. Because, yeah, what you say and what you do, you have very strong word magic yourself. And so you want to be wielding that. I don't really believe in good or bad or anything like that, but you just want to be having a higher vibration. Okay, so you need to cut cords with whatever you mixed up in. We've got Witch's Cottage here, and this is about security, right? Sitting right under the lizard. And so yeah, you want to cut cords with whatever you're doing, because at this current time it is impacting your security. Okay. Yup. And then we've got Mabon here. We've got balance. Yeah. So you need to restore the balance in your life. And not saying that you have to stop what you're doing forever, but at least for this season, at least for like the next 3 to 6 months, you want to like relax on what you're doing. You want to cut cords with the current folks you're rocking with, and you want to get balance. Okay. You want to get back to a place of light. And there is only one light in reverse, is literally under the balance. I mean, sitting over the balance, right? So there is a great need to get balanced, all right? And so we have here, for your pile, the deities that are associated with your pile are Heru or Horus, the god of the sun or the deity of the sun in Egyptian times. So again, we have, Heru, which is all about the sun. Again, there's only one light. It's like, so come out of the darkness, step into the light, okay? And also, if somebody did something to you, you might be feeling like you're surrounded by a lot of quote unquote darkness. So going out into the sun, getting that vitamin D, okay? And then it says Sekhmet, fire, so Sekhmet is the deity of fire, and so maybe doing some candle reversing spells could be interesting for you. But again, we have that fire energy again. I mean, I'm almost positive you're like dealing with Leo, Aries, Sagittarius person, or somebody who has that very, very prominent in your chart. Maybe it's the leader of your coven. Okay, but you want to do like some fire, some reversal magic for sure. And then Sekhmet is also over menstruation magic. Again, so we talking blood magic. So again, pile number 3, I don't know what you're into, but at least for right now, it's not really working. So you want to do the opposite of what you've been doing, okay? Because it's a little too wild out here. All right. And there's also just so much stuff going on planetarily that you need to just hold back on that, settle down. And yeah, so that is it. yeah, that's it. Let me know if it resonates, and I will talk with y'all soon. Bye.